I'm going to be starting a channel of movie reviews because I've always loved movies, and like my family gets super annoying when I talk about them, and I always want to talk about them. So you know what? I've always wanted to start in one. I love watching other people doing movie reviews, so I'm going to start doing them now. On my channel, I'm going to be doing reviews and rankings. Probably just those two. I'm probably not going to be doing reactions for trailers or anything. If you want to hear what I thought about a trailer, you can just ask me. I'll definitely respond. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing any trailer reactions. The quality of these videos are not going to be good at first, obviously. I mean, everyone has to start from the bottom, right? I'm going to try and get some posters up behind me right here. I do actually have a Rogue One poster. It came from a magazine, but it's still a Star Wars poster, right? So for my Star Wars reviews, I'm going to be using that, probably. And I do have a pretty good Bumblebee poster that's actually good quality, so I'm going to hang that up as well. And I'm going to just try and make these reviews fun, and if you want to know what I thought about a movie, you can watch it. If you don't care, don't bother watching it, because then why would you watch it, right? So, today we're going to be talking about the Phantom Menace. So I'm going to start talking about my positives with Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. So it opens up with a okay. I'm gonna say it's okay. The first act, it's fun. It has some fun aspects to it. You know, it moves at a brisk pace, which I really liked. I mean, there is Jar Jar. Yeah, there's Jar Jar. But you know, other stuff I did like about the movie. I do love Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is just an actor that is just... he's Liam Neeson, you can't top that, right? I do like Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I think he does a really good job. But the first act was okay, I'll say that. It had some issues with the dialogue, and it doesn't look great, but it's at least moving, you know? It's at least moving. So that's good. The second act is my biggest issue with the movie. It is boring, like really boring. As soon as they go to Tatooine, it just like slows down and it stops, and it's really boring. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, oh, when will this movie pick up again? Luckily it does with the pod racing sequence, which I'm gonna actually admit that was pretty fun. I do like the pod racing sequence. But then they go back and they start talking politics, and they do it for about 40 minutes, which is really annoying. And yeah, politics are a big thing in these prequels. Jedi sitting on cushions talking politics, because that's what they did, right? That's what 4, 5, and 6 said that they did before they actually started doing action stuff. Also, let's talk about the acting. Anakin, kid, he's not great. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna give him a little bit of slack though, because he's a kid. So it's like, I was annoying when I was younger. I will admit that. I was a pretty annoying kid, so I'm gonna give him some slack. But like, still, he was pretty annoying. Like I said, Liam Neeson, Ewan McGregor, they're both really great. I really liked them in the movie. Samuel Jackson is pretty good, I'd say, as Mace Windu, but he doesn't do anything. That's my issue. No one does anything in this movie. Basically, besides Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, nobody does anything. They just sit on cushions and go, like Yoda's like, I sense anger in this young boy. And it's just boring. No one does anything. Like, there's like very little action in the middle of this movie. It starts off and it has some action. I'm gonna actually get into the action a bit, because I don't love the action, but at least there is some action, right? And then it ends off with action, but that whole middle section is just so slow and boring and dull and painful to sit through. The CGI is really dated. They just decide to use like CGI for everything, and it's not great. They could have used some. I really wanted them to use practical work, but they didn't. Like, this came around the same time. Well, not the same time. I guess Lord of the Rings came out a few years later, but close to the same time. And Lord of the Rings is just like a huge step up. Huge step up in CGI. The sound design is really good, but that's a Star Wars movie, so no surprise there. But yeah, it's just the politics, trade routes. It's just it's very uninteresting, and like really yeah. Let's talk about the characters. So there's little Anakin, right? Little Anakin, who's such a good boy, right? He's the chosen one. Everyone loves him. No, everyone hates Anakin. But he's not the most annoying character in this movie. The most annoying character is Jar Jar Binks. He's really annoying. Like, really, really annoying. I don't think any line of dialogue was not annoying by him. He's just, why? Why do you have to be in this movie? He literally, like, he's just so clumsy. Like, in the third act, when he's does some stuff in the action, he just does it because he's clumsy. He's doing everything by accident here. And he's supposed to be a comic relief character. He's not a comic relief character. I didn't laugh once at his joke, and that's another thing. This movie's not funny at all. Whenever it tries for comedy, it fails. Like, just falls flat on your face, and it's bad. But yeah, sound design really good. I really like that moment at the pod racing sequence. You know, at the start when they're all revving up their engines, you kind of feel something there, and I really liked that. So I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. Let's talk about any other characters that I need to talk about. Padme. One thing I've always felt kind of weird about Star Wars is that Anakin's like 10 here, right? Padme's 20 or something. I don't know how old she really is, but she's got to be like, Natalie Portman was at least in her 20s or something there, right? It's weird that they have like kind of a mother-son dynamic here, but then in the next movies they have a baby, which is just, I've always felt weird to me. So who knows? Maybe it didn't feel weird to you. Maybe that I said it, now it just feels weird to you. But yeah. The droids in the action, they're really easy to beat. It's like this. It's just like it's way too easy. Like, you don't feel any like the Jedi are fighting the droids, and you don't really like. It's fun, but you don't feel like they're in danger at all because the droids are just so easy. I mean, at least with the stormtroopers, it was humans, so they could have a kind of a mindset of their own, even though they never hit anything, and so they can have a mindset. So you felt some danger, but with these droids, it's just nothing. The only danger you ever feel for these characters in this movie is Darth Maul. And let's talk about Darth Maul. He's awesome. I love the way Darth Maul looks. He's cool. I love his dual lightsaber. The Duel of Fate song is amazing. I'm trying to learn it on the piano, actually. So that's great. And that's, speaking of the ending action scene, I love that Darth Maul's fight. But then there's like other action sequences going on. There's the Jar Jar Binks scene. Then there's the Anakin in space scene. This is pod racing. Oh, God, that's bad. And then there's like Padme, who is shooting stuff with her, droids with her, with the general types scene. So yeah, there's like 4 action sequences going on. Out of the 4, I really love one. The Padme with her general and stuff scene, it's okay. I don't hate it, but then the other 2 are just so annoying. Like, how does Anakin perfectly know how to fly a plane, and then he saves the day? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. How does he perfectly know how to do that? And then at the end he goes, "This is pod racing," and it's far from pod racing, far from, and it's really bad. Then there's Jar Jar Binks, who's clumsy and he does stuff by accident that helps them win. So that's there as well. If you guys keep wondering why I'm looking down here, it's because of my notes. I have notes here of when I watched the movie. So, and I actually haven't watched it in a couple weeks. I watched it and I was going to film a review, but then I got, I guess, caught. Actually, no, my brother couldn't find his charger for his camera until now. So, yeah, and I didn't want to watch this movie again. So I just keep looking down. And I'm actually saying a lot more positive stuff than you think I do, but I don't really like this movie that much. It's got a lot of issues, and it just, I don't know, it's like, it feels like this movie aims a lot at kids, and kids loved it. I loved it, when I was a kid, so maybe that's what George Lucas is going for. I mean, maybe he was just trying to get another generation into Star Wars with this movie, but then wouldn't you want to please the fans that have been waiting, for this movie to come out for 20 years, and they've been waiting for this prequel to come out, and they come out and they hate it, and their kids are like, "Jar Jar, yay, I'm gonna buy that action figure." Oh yeah, speaking of that, this movie was made to sell toys. So many scenes are just made to sell toys, and it's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. Do I have anything more to say about this movie? My final thoughts on this movie is that this movie is just, it's annoying. It's my biggest issue is that it's annoying, slow, and just that whole middle act. Pod racing sequence is the only good thing about that middle act. Like this line right here.
Sandstorms are very, very dangerous.
That line, it's like, okay. Yeah, thanks. I didn't know that sandstorms were dangerous. Thanks, Anakin. It's like acting, it's Liam Neeson, Ian McKellen, those guys are good. Samuel Jackson, it's okay, but I think his name is Jake Lloyd. Is he the Anakin? Think of that his name? Yeah, it's not great. So yeah, that's kind of my final thoughts. For positives, like I said, the first act moves at somewhat of a brisk pace. Darth Maul, really cool. Love that Duel of Fates. You do feel some emotion when Qui-Gon Jinn dies. You feel something there. You're like, oh crap, that was the best character. That sucks. Yeah. And I mean, that whole comeback scene was pretty cool. Except I don't know why Darth Maul, when he came up, he just didn't slice him in half when he came out. That was just kind of weird there. But it was a pretty cool comeback. Yeah. So Phantom Menace is a movie that I can watch. It doesn't anger me because, like I said, I'm not a Star Wars fanatic, so obviously it does not anger me. But there's just a lot of issues I have with it, and the middle act is just really hard to get through because of the politics and that whole scene on the whole section on Tatooine. This movie's just super uninteresting, and the characters are just not that fun. Like, I love the characters in 4, 5, and 6. They're all so fun and well developed. These movies the prequels just don't have those fun characters anymore. So, I don't hate the Phantom Menace. I just think it's bad. It's just not very good. It's not the worst Star Wars prequel, though. No, we're gonna get into Attack of the Clones next. But, it's very for me. It's very just like, it's like this is okay and then this is bad, and it kind of falls in between there. It's just very I kind of want to give it a C minus, but it just surpasses me to give it a C. So I'm gonna give Star Wars: The Phantom Menace a C. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, I'm sure a lot of people didn't. Just kind of sucks, but yeah. So I'm gonna be reviewing the Attack the Clones soon. I'll try and get to that sometime. I don't really want to watch it again, but you know what? I have to, and I'm with you guys, right? So thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you guys in the next video. If you want to let me know what you thought of the Phantom Menace down below, if you think I missed something, or if you like disagree with me, you don't have to be a jerk about it. You can just say your opinion. It's like, I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, so the Phantom Menace, it's a movie. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which I'll probably try to release maybe next week, but I have to edit this video. I'll try to make it as good as an editing video as I possibly can. So thank you guys so much, though. If you watch this video, it really means a lot to me. Bye.